guys, how's it going? Welcome back to this channel, or welcome to this channel if you're new here. My name is Maggie and I post health and wellness videos Monday through Friday, so make sure you subscribe because I would love to have you here. And this is probably my second or third time trying to film this because I had both my dogs in here because I thought that they would make it all cute, but all they did was like mess up the bed and just go crazy. Like, I'm talking about crazy. So I decided I'm just going to put them in the laundry room, so that's what I did. But today I am going to do a Q&A, and I came up with 15 different questions from basically just going on Google and typing in tag questions for YouTube, and so that's what I'm going to answer today. I just figured that this way you guys get to know me a little bit better, especially that since there's always new people and sometimes I feel like I don't talk a lot. If you haven't noticed, I have really bad social anxiety, so hence why I'm trying to kind of talk on camera, make videos, and just get comfortable with that, because whenever I have to say too many words at once, I like mumble and jumble and just don't make sense, or yeah, just anyway, so this is kind of helping me with it in some ways. But anyways, the first question: what is your favorite show on Netflix? And I would have to say my favorite show on Netflix that we watched together, that's my husband and I. The last show we watched was called You, Y-O-U, and it has these two characters, a guy and a girl, and the guy becomes very obsessed with the female character, and he like stalks her, locks her in a library basement, and you guys have to check out to see what happens. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. 2, what is the craziest thing you have done? I thought that was kind of a funny question because I feel like for the most part I'm a goody two-shoes, so I like to be on the safe side of things, so I don't necessarily do anything that would be considered relatively crazy. So I would say nothing. I know that's not a really good answer, but that's the truth. 3, describe your first crush. So I thought this was kind of funny because I was trying to think about my first crush, and I was trying to think back to 6th grade, but that wouldn't necessarily be my first crush. That was like my first kiss was in 6th grade, but that was nasty. But my first actual crush, I guess, when I started like thinking like, ooh, boys are cute, boys have cuties, was probably like in 4th or 5th grade, and there was this kid named Abdullah, and he was really short and I was really tall. So as you know, girls usually go through a growth spurt much faster than guys, so girls are like 2 heads taller, and then like the guys end up basically catching up in high school. So this kid Abdullah was like the shortest kid in our class, and we just thought he was the cutest thing because he played soccer, he was really quick, and there I was, like this Polish redheaded chick that's like 5 feet tall, liking this smallest kid. But yeah, that was my first kid, and I thought I liked him just because he was really fast and really good at playing soccer, and that was like 4th or 5th grade. I know, crazy. I was boy crazy at a very young age. 4, what is your favorite genre of film and why? I would say the cliche answer would be romance. However, I really am not that into romance. Whenever my husband and I are picking out some kind of movie on TV, I'm always like, oh, pick some romance, and then we end up like watching 5 minutes of it, and I'm like, this is boring. So I feel like the longer that I am with my husband, which it's been actually over 8 years now that I've been with my husband, the longer I'm with him, I feel like I'm kind of stemming towards what he really enjoys. So that's like sci-fi and suspense and drama and things like that. So I really enjoy those. I just feel like they always hold you up on your toes and you never know what's going to happen next. So I really enjoy that. 5, what was your dream job as a kid? I thought this was kind of funny too, because I feel like I jumped around here and there not knowing exactly the definite dream job, even though nowadays there's no such thing as a dream job because you switch jobs all the time. But yeah, I feel like as a young kid, my dream job was a brain surgeon. I feel like brain surgeon, just because it felt like cool, like you get to open someone's head, go in there, see the brain, and on top of it all, you get a lot of money. But I didn't go that route, and I decided later on in life that I really didn't like blood, I didn't really like science, anything like that, so I ended up going with a bachelor's in social work. 6, how many countries have you traveled to? So the only countries that I have really traveled to is in Europe. So yeah, and then Poland is one big one of those, of course, because that's where I was born. 7, do you have any pets? Yes, I have 2 dogs, and you guys see their guest appearances all the time here. Otto and Albus. One's a mini Australian Shepherd, and then the other one is a standard Australian Shepherd, and they are my life. 8, what are your pet peeves? Pet peeves. I have a couple pet peeves, even though I feel like there's things that I do that would be considered pet peeves to somebody else. Some of my pet peeves is, let's see, it's a good question. I feel like I have a ton of them, but when you actually have to think of it, it's kind of hard. But my pet peeves is not putting hats back, or like little miscellaneous things. So like car keys, when you come inside the house, just like hang the car keys up, or just like whenever someone comes into the house, like I feel like things have to just go into their place and not just leave it lying around. So I feel like that would be a pet peeve. Another pet peeve is whistling or small noises. Like I just don't like any noise. So yeah, I would say noises and clutter. I like everything to have a spot and always go to where it's supposed to belong. 9, what is your favorite color? My favorite color, I feel like I don't really have a favorite color, and it all just really depends as to what we're talking about. So favorite color on me to wear personally would be gray. I just love the color gray. How I like to decorate the house, I would say I like to decorate it in gray. What colors I feel actually look good on me would be like a sapphire blue, purples, because I feel like they really make my hair stand out. So I really enjoy those colors, but I wouldn't necessarily say that that's what I would purchase. And then, so overall, I would say gray. I think I enjoy gray. Yeah, gray. We'll go with that. 10, do you know your personality type? No. I would say that I'm a big introvert. So yeah, usually when I get comfortable around people, then eventually I'll just like start talking more and more, and I get to open up. But otherwise, I'm the one that like observes and sees how others are interacting and things like that. And then when I get comfortable and then I actually like you, then I'll start talking. 11, what is one thing you wished people knew about you? Something I wish that people knew about me is, let's see. So I feel like I kind of had to think about that one, but I feel like I don't want to answer anything that's like cliche, but I really wish people understood and knew that I'm very kind-hearted and didn't take that for granted, because I'm such a lover. So if I enjoy our relationship, whether it's a friendship or a sister or husband or whatever, I'll do anything and everything for you, but the moment you break that, you're done. So I just wish people knew how kind-hearted I am, and I am willing to do anything and everything for the people that are in my life. But if you cross me once, you are done. 12, what social media are you addicted to? Here, YouTube. I feel like I really enjoy interacting with people on YouTube. I enjoy watching other people's videos and what they're up to, and I feel like it's just really more relatable rather than TV, because on TV people are acting, putting up a facade and things like that, but here it's like real life. Well, for the most part. Unless you're wearing like 25 pounds of makeup, then that's not real life. How do you get along with your family is a number 13. I would say for the most part, as a whole, I get along with my family pretty great. There's always obstacles, just like there is in everything, but for the most part, I would say great. 14, what is the biggest struggle you overcame? I feel like number 14, the biggest struggle I have overcome is probably the love for myself, and always feeling like I'm not good enough, and my body's not good enough, I'm not good enough for anybody, and things like that. But coming to terms and knowing my worth, I feel like that's something I just struggled with, and many people probably don't really know that. But yeah, so that's the biggest struggle, is just accepting myself for who I am. 15, what are you happiest with in your life? I feel like the happiest things I'm currently that are like embezzled in my life is my husband and my dogs. They are my absolute everything. I mean, every time you're home, every time you take them for a walk, it's just like the four of us. So I really enjoy that. They bring me pure joy. Also right now currently, because it is spring, so another thing that brings joy and life to me and happiness is the warm sunshine weather. So currently we live in Colorado, and although I love Colorado, I don't see myself living here forever. I mean, that word forever is just kind of scary, but I would definitely want to go somewhere warm and tropical and just be there, because I just feel like I'd be able to be outside more and not be cooped up. But yeah, so that is what brings the most joy and life to me, is my dogs, my husband, and the warm sunshine weather. But yeah, those are the 15 questions that I answered for you guys today. I hope that kind of shed a little light as to who I am and things like that. Hopefully I didn't butcher anything, because every time I have to like edit this, I'm like, oh, why did I say that, or why did I say it like that? But that's just part of the social anxiety and something I'm just working through YouTube and filming myself and seeing how I basically talk and how I express myself and how I could basically fix that. And life is just a work in progress, and yeah, that's what I'm working on, is myself. So if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. I love interacting with you guys. And I'll see you guys next one. Bye, guys.